Hey guys, Joe Madden here. This is Puck It with Joe. Thank you for joining me today. Day 2 of Puck It with Joe, and we had a phenomenal day yesterday, just crushing the books with the picks on this show. So I hope you followed along. We're going to try to do it again today. I'm going to go over all 3 games today, break them down, let you guys know my leans on both sides or on these games, on all 3 of them. Let's just, while everyone jumps on the stream here, let's have a look at what happened yesterday and how we did and where we got some great plus money. Now, in yesterday's games, we saw some phenomenal ones. The Carolina Hurricanes just came out dominating over the Boston Bruins. We grabbed we grabbed the Carolina Hurricanes on the money line. We made a little bit of juice at minus 147. This total hit right at 6. So we got the push on the total, but we had the over 1.5 in that first period. Carolina coming out just dominating in the first with those 2 goals in the first period, getting us over. Got great plus money there. The Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs then went at it. We had the Leafs get the win. So congratulations to Leafs fans. I was glad because I did take the Lightning for the full game, but where we got the money, because the Lightning didn't win, was in that first period. We got plus 184 on that first period. So it was a phenomenal first period for us there. We also got the over 6.5 and a 4-3 win for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The St. Louis Blues dominated the Minnesota Wild. This is not what I expected. I expected Fleury to have a better game in this one. St. Louis just seems to have their number, racking up 5 goals on the Minnesota Wild. Not something I thought, but we did take the first period over in that one. Or sorry, we didn't take the first period over in that one. We took the Minnesota Wild in the first period in that one. They got the win, 2-1. It was stressful at one point. St. Louis just looked like they were going to finish it. We did look like we were going to push for a second, but in that first period, the Minnesota Wild were able to pull off the win. We got that at plus 148. And then the last game on the board, the LA Kings, I took them safely on that puck line at plus 1.5 at minus 140. I'm glad I did because that overtime was completely intense. And it could have gone either way that game. Kings coming out getting the win 5-4. So congratulations to everyone that is a Kings fan out there. They're playing phenomenal. Edmonton really is letting themselves down. Disappointed with what I've seen out of them because they look so strong in some periods, weaker in the others. I think their defense really does need to step up, as well as Mike Smith. So you guys, let's look at these games today and break them down here. Sorry, my dog is deciding that he wants to bark here. So maybe the dogs are barking in hockey. Maybe this is a sign for us, you guys. But let's look at this breakdown. So it is Wednesday, May 11th, you guys. 3 games. Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the New York Rangers. Now, Pittsburgh comes in here at plus 115. The New York Rangers at minus 135. This has gone up. The money line opened at minus 128. We have a total of 6 in this one. The way I look at this, you guys, I am seeing goals. I think we've got to look for a lot of goals. I was surprised this number came in at 6. I was expecting a 6.5. We saw the last game. Penguins came out getting that win 7-2. And we saw the third game 7-4 with the Penguins winning. The Rangers winning game 2. 5-2, and the Penguins winning in game 1 in overtime 4-3. So we do have a series led by the Pittsburgh Penguins 3-1. The Rangers are in a do or die situation here. And in these do or die situations, they are going to pull Shesterkin, Igor, if they get down early. I see Igor getting pulled in that third period early and having he struggled. I'm really confused with Igor Shesterkin right now. He's showing struggles. I don't know if it's the pressure of the playoffs here, but it's not also him. The Rangers defense really does have to step up. They have to stop allowing these shots on goal. Now, they average for the season allowing 30.8 shots on goal. Pittsburgh Penguins are just playing so well. Crosby is playing so well. They're getting these shots on goal. They're getting the shots on him, and they're finding a way to get them in. The Pittsburgh Penguins are averaging 3.28 goals per game. averaging 34.7 shots on goal. If the Rangers want to win this, they have to limit the Pittsburgh Penguins' ability to get these shots on Igor here, because if they keep going at him like they have been, it's going to be a really hard game for the New York Rangers to win. So I do like the over. I think we have great value here with the over 6. I see this probably being a 4-3 style game. This one, I think actually you can look at a couple of these games tonight to go to overtime. This one could go to overtime. This is going to be an intense game. I think the New York Rangers are better than they've shown, but I think Crosby is the difference in this one, and the struggles with Igor. So you guys, give me the over 6. I think it's the best way to take this. The next game on the board, I want to say a huge thank you for joining me here, to everyone who is watching. Appreciate you guys out there. The next game on the board is the Washington Capitals taking on the Florida Panthers. Now, this one kicks off at 7:30 Eastern. We have the Washington Capitals coming in here at plus 190 on the money line, minus 230 for the Florida Panthers, with a total of 6.5. Now, this one, I know we have the Florida Panthers coming in so strong offensively with 4.11 goals on average, 37.3 shots on goal. They allow 30.7 shots on goal as well, and that 2.95 goals per game on average. The Washington Capitals coming in here, averaging 3.29 goals, 31.4 shots on goal, and allowing that 2.95 and 29 shots on goal. I think this game has a defense written all over it. I know the Florida Panthers are so strong offensively. I cannot get on the over 6.5. This series is tied 2-2. The Florida Panthers are going to be wanting really to get this win at home before heading back to Washington. We saw game 1 go to the Capitals, winning that 4-2. Game 2 go to the Panthers, winning that 5-1. Game 3 went to the Capitals, 6-1. Game 4 went to the Panthers in overtime, 3-2. We've seen only one game hit the 7, which was game 3. I really don't see it happening in this. I think we have another 4-2 game. And I think the fourth goal for one of these teams comes from an empty net. I think this one is definitely staying under the 6.5. Strong trends overall in the last 12 meetings to this over, going 9-3. But you guys, this is playoff hockey. I look at Bobrovsky, expected in goal for the Florida Panthers. Outstanding goalie. He's 39-7-3 on the season with 2.67 goals against average. Samsonov for the Washington Capitals, 23-12-5. 3.02 goals against average. But in this playoffs, both these goalies are completely standing on their head. I really do think we've got a low-scoring one. The under is 4-1 in the Capitals' last 5 games overall. For the Panthers, they are 6-1-2 in their last 9 games, playing on 1 day's rest to that under. Look for defense to come out. I think this is going to be a tight game. We look at the Washington Capitals. On the season, 29-14 on the road on that puck line. I can see them keeping it tight. At plus 1.5, we're getting minus 130 for them here. So a little bit of juice, but this Washington Capitals team is playing strong. We have a strong win one, lose one pattern going with these teams. Could see the Capitals pulling it off. It's going to be hard for them to do, but I think this one at least stays tight. So I'm not going to take the Washington Capitals on the money line. Just going to take them plus that 1.5. But I definitely think the best play is on the under 6.5. I want to say a shout out to Miss Danica here. Thank you for joining me here. It's good to see a familiar face. So thank you so much. Now, the last game on the board, we have the Dallas Stars taking on my Calgary Flames. Wow, this is going to be a great game tonight, you guys. We have a total of 5.5 with Calgary rolling in here at minus 220, plus 195 for the Dallas Stars. What a game this is going to be. I am so excited for it. This one is kicking off at 9:30 Eastern. So, guys, make sure you stay tuned. This one is easy for me. Easy under 5.5. We have Jake Ottinger coming in here, just playing a phenomenal. He definitely is an outstanding goalie. I hate to say it. He's incredible. He's giving the Calgary Flames a hard time, limiting them their ability to score on him. He comes in here 30-15-1 on the season with a 2.53 goals against average. On the other side of the puck, Jacob Markstrom coming in here for the Calgary Flames, 37-15-9, 2.22 goals against average. These goalies are absolutely standing on their heads. Their defenses are allowing so many shots on them, and they are stopping them left, right, and center. For Calgary to get this win tonight, they're going to have to put more traffic in front of Ottinger here because he can see these pucks coming from a mile away. The defense for the Dallas Stars is doing an incredible job keeping Calgary back, not letting them get in on him. So this is going to be a great game. I think defense steps up for both of these teams, and we have a phenomenal game in this one. So give me the under 5.5. Now, with that being said, I think Calgary gets a win. I'm scared to take them on that puck line just because we know this is going to be tight. This is an under game. So I don't find the value on taking the Calgary Flames -1.5 at that value. But I am looking at a couple other things. So this is really interesting. The shots on goal total for the full game tonight is 64.5. I'm going to take it over. So this is both teams, their score, their shots on goal will go over 64.5. At over, it's -111 over on FanDuel, you guys. We look at the last 4 games. The last game, absolutely phenomenal. 89 shots on goal. Can you believe it? These goalies played absolutely incredible with Calgary winning this game 4-1 in that last one. Both teams getting these shots. In game 3, we saw 73 shots on goal. We did see in game 1 and game 2, these teams limited. So in game 1, we only saw 42 shots on goal. In game 2, 52 shots on goal. But I think these offenses have been able to jive. They have been able to get things going and work out how to get around the defenses to get these shots. We're just not seeing them go in. And I just don't think we're going to see a lot of shots go in the net, but I do see a lot of shots on goal tonight. So give me the over 64.5 shots on goal. It's definitely going to be a great game. For the under 5.5, definitely best way to take it. If you want to sprinkle on something, I found a really interesting one over at FanDuel. Johnny Gaudreau to score 1+ goals and Calgary to win is +235. Now in a low scoring game, it is a stressful taking one player to score a goal. So it's a little bit risky here, but I like the chances of Johnny Gaudreau coming out strong. He's definitely one of the stars for the Calgary Flames and should have a strong performance. But you guys, I want to thank you all for joining me here on Puck It with Joe. Appreciate you. So good to see some familiar names in the comments here. Appreciate you guys so very much for being here with me today. So like always, you guys, I'm going to do a quick recap of all of my bets, what I'm liking, what I'm leaning on for the game. The first bet that I have in each game is my best bet in that game. So we will start with the Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the New York Rangers. Got to ride the over 6 in this one. Gun to my head if I had to pick a side. Give me the New York Rangers to not fall tonight with their backs against the wall. The Washington Capitals taking on the Florida Panthers. Give me the under 6.5 in a strong defensive game. Washington Capitals on the puck line +1.5 at -130. The Dallas Stars and the Calgary Flames. Give me the under 5.5. Then give me the total shots on goal for both teams together. Over a 64.5 at -111. And then I'm going to sprinkle Johnny Gaudreau to score 1+ goals and Calgary to win at +225. You guys, again, thank you for joining me here for Puck It with Joe. I will be back tomorrow at the same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. You guys have a great day. Keep smiling, and you know the drill. Let's make some freaking money. Bye, guys.